with the only differences typically shiny Pokemon are rare counterparts of already existing Pokemon species, with the only differences typically being their color palette, sparkles, and rarity. And trust me, people eat these up, myself included. But some shinies are even more rare, like this Alpha Eevee or this 3-segment Dunsparce. And yet, after all these years of shiny hunting, my rarest one is still the first one I ever found over 15 years ago. And I failed it. Our story begins with a kid and her DS Lite, which she, of course, snuck to school. Sorry, Mom. I was very into Pokemon, but I also knew very little about it. I thought Absol was a legendary, Girafarig could evolve. That aged very well, by the way. And that Espeon's name was pronounced Espeon. One day, I was heading home from school, and while I'm unsure what the goal was, I was wandering around Route 205 of Pokemon Platinum, and I happened to come across a wild Dustox. Sure, I had seen this in battle before, but I had never seen one in the wild. That had to be something special, right? So I caught it. But whether I was ignorant or distracted by how rowdy the kids on the bus were, I missed something. The shiny sparkles. Once I got home, I checked the summary and I saw a red star marking. Instead of having an ounce of curiosity and maybe Googling it or calling one of my friends on the phone for help, I was angry. I gave all my favorite Pokemon star markings and this was not a favorite. I thought adding a regular star marking would get rid of the red one, but that just made it a 2-star moth. So I just let it be. That Dustox was never sent out into battle, the sparkles were never seen, and that save file was later erased with the moth still in it. I had no idea what I had done. About a year later, I found out what shiny Dustox looked like and realized my mistake. I had failed a full odds 1 in 8,192 shiny, but honestly at the time I wasn't into shiny hunting and was pretty unfazed. I moved on. Time passed, and as fate would have it, I got into shiny hunting. It started with a bunch of shinies in Pokemon X and then branched out to other games, both old and new. And then, around 2018, the Dustox came to mind yet again. I wanted to know what its encounter rate was. 1%. So, with some very simple math, we can calculate the odds of a given Pokemon being a shiny Dustox and... Yeah, no, I'm not going for this. So I came to terms with the fact that this Dustox only exists as a story to be told. That's all it could be anymore. As much as I tried to reclaim it in my own ways through modern games, none of those really felt like a reclaim to me. And that's okay. Because you'd have to be crazy to find something that rare once and expect to find it again. I accepted that this will remain the story of the Dustox I will never get back.
For working Michiganders like me, time is money. Jocelyn Benson understands what we need. She waited tables to pay for college. And as Secretary of State, she cut our wait times way down. She made my life easier.
What are some of your go-tos on Instagram, outside of like basketball and your highlights?
Okay, so recently my channel has kind of changed, or I'm hoping that it has a little bit. I'm branching out, doing less shiny hunts specifically for content, and more fun videos outside of that realm. I can do the crazy long hunts I've been waiting to do, like Manaphy, Shaman, Arceus, and honestly, this feels like a terrible idea. And I can't believe I'm actually heckin' saying this, I'm gonna start the Dustox reclaim. Like, actually, for real. I'm getting that Dustox back. Now, what would I consider to be getting it back? If I were super nitpicky and willing to spend a couple decades on this, I would say it has to be on the same route, hunted with one system, and the same gender as what I recall it being. But I have to draw a line somewhere because I'm obviously not gonna find the exact same one, and above all else, this is a sentimental thing. So I gave myself 3 rules. It has to be on Pokemon Platinum. The odds of a given Pokemon being shiny have to be 1 in 8,192, and the odds of a given Pokemon being Dustox have to be 1 in 100. The number of games didn't matter to me because the programmed rarity remains the same. For example, if you were to play Pokemon X and Pokemon Scarlet and encounter 100 Pokemon on each game at full odds, they are both equally as likely to find a shiny, because they have the same programmed shiny odds. If you instead encounter however many Pokemon on both in the span of 24 hours, Scarlet is more likely to encounter a shiny simply because it's done more encounters than X could do in that time. The rarity remains the same, but Scarlet is just faster. To some, my approach may seem too easy, and to others it may seem too challenging, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be happy with the potential reclaim because I wanna be happy. It's a sentimental thing. I could have considered my shiny Alpha Dustox in Legends Arceus to be a reclaim if I wanted. I just prefer this approach. This hunt and its format was not set in stone. It started with 3 DS systems that I got over the course of my life, one of which was the very DS I found the Dustox on. Yes, it's cursed, and no, the screen was not red when I found the Dustox. And I had 3 games, 2 Japanese ones that I got as gifts, and then my childhood cartridge. And lucky for me, something shined on day 1 of the hunt. That's a shiny. That's a shiny Hoot Hoot. Wait, are you serious? We got our first phase. 436 encounters. Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna throw Pokeballs. Oh, this is the game that has... Okay, this is cool. I have Ultra Balls. We're good. I don't have Quick Balls, though. I'm not Quick Balls. I was like, that is yellow. Phase 1 on day 1 of the hunt. Are you serious? Puffin the Hoot Hoot was the start of a very special journey. That being said, it was the only thing that shined for quite a while. Things came up, there were other hunts I wanted to do, and I just didn't feel all that prepared for a reclaim. Eventually, I figured I could sell some old PC parts of mine and put that towards a couple more Japanese games and some refurbished DS systems with capture cards. They have their quirks here and there, but they are absolutely perfect for this hunt. I also prepped a few eggs that would hatch 2 different Pokemon, Machop with No Guard and Smeargle. If you have a Pokemon with the ability No Guard in the front of your party, it increases the chance of a wild encounter. Then there's Smeargle. It can learn pretty much anything, so I would teach them Thunder Wave, Spore, and False Swipe to ensure I can catch whatever shinies I find during the hunt. These eggs went through a really weird and time-consuming process. Basically, I'd get these eggs on my main game, trade them to the games I would be hunting on, hatch them, trade them to my main game again, level them up and teach them the right moves, and then trade back to the files the eggs were hatched on. That way they can be crazy overleveled without disobeying. Lastly, I decided to hunt in Eterna Forest, where Dustox has the same encounter rate as it does on Route 205. This would allow for wild multi-battles, 2 wild Pokemon going up against one of mine and one of Cheryl's. This is another reason why we went with Machop, because if a shiny shows up, we need to knock out Cheryl's Chansey before it can knock out the shiny. So one strong fighting type attack from a now over-leveled Machamp will easily do the trick. This was the plan from here on out, although there was a different journey stopping me from enacting it. January 2025, I started a Pokemon Platinum Dream Team quest. Dustox is not a part of that, as I figured it wouldn't show up until long after that quest is complete. But since I would already be going through Eterna Forest on that journey, it only made sense to find a few shinies while I was there. Hello and welcome to Eterna Forest! This is probably one of my favorite places in Pokemon ever. The music is so pretty, the forest is so pretty, especially in Platinum. This place has a pretty huge encounter table compared to a lot of other locations in the game. In the morning, Badoo has a 30% encounter rate, Baneri's at 24%, Wurmple, Bidoof, and Kricketot are each 10%, Silcoon and Cascoon are 5% encounters, Ghastly is a 4%, and then the remaining 2% is split between Dustox and Beautifly. During the day, Kricketot vanishes, and that 10% goes entirely to Badoo for some reason. And at night, it's mostly the same as the morning, except instead of 10% Wurmple, it's 10% Hoot Hoot. Dustox and Beautifly are both equally as rare, so if we run into Beautifly first, that's pretty cool, because then I can go for the entire encounter table. But if Dustox shows up first, I don't think I'm gonna hunt for Beautifly. Or at the very least, it's not gonna be a priority. Anyways, let the hunt begin!
Only people with a really big IQ can beat levels like this, so we know the purple is a cat. because it's the only color, and you can only have one cat per color, and cats can't touch. So we know that all of these can be marked off safely. So let's go ahead and X those out. There we go. Okay, cats can also not be in the same column or row. So all of these are clear too. We can go ahead and mark these out. And there we go. Look, because of that, that leaves us with one yellow square and one green square left, which means they are both cats. Meow Doku is the ultimate brain puzzle game that's 100%.
Wait. Shiny Bidoof. Dude, hold on. Wow! I almost missed that. Didn't hit 3 times over odds, so I will happily take that. I was kind of looking forward to it though, I can't lie. We knock out Chansey. So the threat is gone. Bye-bye Baneri. And this should be a stupidly easy catch. I would be very impressed if it didn't go in. And there we go. Phase number 2. Blue, we were talking about how Tame Impala is just one guy.
So true.
Oh, that's Shiny Baneri!
Oh, let's go, dude. What? Why did that work? Why did that work like that?
Are you
Why did that just happen?
Funny you blessing the call, Blue.
No, I'm not taking any credit. All credit goes to Tame Impala.
Tame
Just
Impala
one
is
guy.
just one guy. It doesn't have takedown or anything, right?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I sure hope not.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's gone. 1, 2, 3, and caught.
Oh, it didn't matter. I was looking.
Nothing to worry
Yeah,
about.
I looked it up too.
Yeah. Tame Impala, I've only got 5 characters.
He's just one rabbit.
Just one rabbit.
One bun.
One
bun.
All is just one bun.
One bun.
Oh! Shiny Baneri! Let's go! I was not prepared for this at all. I'm trying to get Quaxley eggs. I'm trying to shiny hunt for Quaxley. Ah, hold on. Headphones are off. I'm locking in. This is the first shiny on this DS. Last time I used false swipe, but this time I just don't feel like it. I'm just gonna let this happen. Let's go. I have a name. I don't know why. It's the first thing that came to mind. Wow. Shiny Baneri. No shot. No shot. 112 encounters? Are you serious? Okay. It's been 5 minutes. I kid you not. It has been 5 minutes, 42 seconds. What in the world, man? I don't even know what to say. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. What the heck? Huh? Yeah, sure, we'll put a triangle. I don't know. The touch screen is not. 112!
Oh,
It's
Prism?
just step 1. Yeah, Prism
Oh!
launcher.
Shiny Baneri!
Oh, let's go!
Are you serious?
nice.
712
No.
encounters.
Pink mammal.
That's
Show no-
600 more
show
than the
no
last
cheating
phase.
device.
That's wild.
This is
cheating device.
ridiculous. What in the world? Let's go. What do I name this?
I have one in my head. I
Uh-oh.
want to see if Matt, are we on the same wavelength? It is 4 letters. It's 4 characters.
Arms.
No.
The video
What's
game?
yours?
One more guess. Think really hard. It's nothing related to anything I've ever said to you, but I can tell we can channel this together.
What is happening?
Hold on.
You want the first letter?
Yeah.
B.
Bunk.
No. You're almost there.
Bank.
Is it close?
No, I was thinking beef.
Beef? Oh, that's a good name.
I guess it's beef. Feeling pretty satisfied with the number of phases in this hunt, I progressed through the story, which means Cheryl is now free from the forest. For a limited time. The Dream Team quest continued on, meaning the Dustox hunt took a long pause, and so it feels fitting to pause and explain things a little. This hunt may seem a bit out there. For a shiny that's so special to me, it's odd that I haven't mentioned it much before. Right? Well, I hate to say this, but if you look just a little deeper, it's been here the entire time. Dustox, 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 Dustox.
You're the greatest of all time.
This was the first story I ever told on my channel. Dustox was mentioned in my first ever live stream, my most viewed long-form video, my hunt for Shaman, Synchro Hide and Seek, the list goes on. It's been hiding in plain sight for years. If my uploads seemed a little inconsistent over the last couple of years, it's because I've been doing hunts like this, ones that have a story to be told. And it takes time for a story to come to its conclusion, so long as you're not rushing through it. My favorite videos to make are storytelling ones. They're not frequent because they take so long to make, but they're very special to me. And if you love what you're creating or doing, I think it really reflects in your creations or actions. And I hope this video is a good example of that. Anyways, a story like this takes its time, and so did the Dream Team quest. But once I had completed that journey, the games I used for it were readily available to be reset, meaning I could return to Eterna Forest and Cheryl. I'm sure she's happy to see me again. Before doing so, I of course traded the shinies over to my main file, along with the white flutes I had obtained on each save and the 3 Master Balls I hadn't used. My main file also had a Master Ball on it, so now each save could be equipped with 1 Master Ball in case Dustox shines. One thing I did after resetting those saves was a hunt, not for a shiny, but for a number. Basically the same thing, they're all 1s and 0s at the end of the day, but more specifically, I wanted to get some interesting trainer IDs. Okay, so I'm kind of freaking out. So earlier I was recording this, I was trying to do some trainer ID resets, but then I went out to run some errands. I got trainer ID 93 on one of the games while I was out, and then I was just laying in bed doing resets. I thought 576 was gonna be the coolest one. We got freaking 7! So surely trainer ID number 7 is gonna be the lucky game, right? Either way, in July 2025, I finally got back to the hunt. I want a shiny hunt right now. Woo! Shiny Wurmple! Let's go! Dude, I was just saying, I'm gonna call it quits if we get to 14,000. Wurmple! Purple Wurmple, it looks so good. It looks so good. That is DS number 1. That is the trainer ID 7. Bye-bye, Chansey. Now it's a different Pokemon's turn to die. I wonder which one it's gonna be. Let's go. My mic was muted. Anyways, yeah, I caught a shiny Badoo. His name is Week, because it's the weekend. Yippee! As the summer came to a close, October was fast approaching, along with Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm the type of person to get very fixated on games I'm passionate about to a concerning extent. For instance, with Stardew Valley, I tend to pick it up and never let go for a week, and then just hit a wall and stop playing for months. Then I'll also have friends push me to play Minecraft, and then I'll spend most of my free time on that for a hot minute. And as for Pokemon, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. All this being said, when a new Pokemon game releases, it's the only thing I'm playing for quite a while. And ZA is no exception, especially when I can hunt for shiny Alpha Eevee and also have purple blonde hair. In order to compensate for the weeks, possibly months, that I'd spend focused on the new game, I spent the time leading up to ZA's release locked in on the Dustox hunt. Ooh. Shiny Wurmple! Let's go! A creature! I was not at my desk. I've been ever so slightly under the weather, just now getting over it, just in time to get started on hunting for Dustox again. And to get another Wurmple. Oh, it's been a while. I'm not prepared. I mean, first and foremost, get rid of Chansey. Goodbye, Chansey. I'm just happy we found something today. I really didn't think we would. I thought this was gonna go to 10k. And now we're not gonna do anything else here. We're just gonna throw Pokeballs. I know I could make it easier on myself, lower its health a bit, but we're just throwing balls. And it works. Okay, this is really stupid, but I have a name in mind. We're going with a different bug type, because I think that's funny. And it fits too. Shiny Badoo! That was fast. Okay, hold on. That was on the same game. Dude, game number 4 is going nuts. DS number 4, let's go. Numero 4. Dude, that's awesome. 2 full odd shinies in one day. What do I name you? I have to remember, I've got 5 characters because it's the Japanese games. I think her name is going to be Tulip. Now my non-shiny shiny hunting team has been pretty good, and honestly, let's be real, I did not need to overlevel them this much. But while this may look like a good team on the surface, it does not address the ghastly shaped elephant in the room. I have nothing to counter it. Fighting type won't do anything, normal type won't do anything, and for a little while I didn't care. In my head, if a shiny Ghastly shows up, no problem, I'll just knock out the other Pokemon and then just throw Pokeballs until something sticks. And then I realized shiny Ghastly is not the concern. What if a shiny shows up next to a Ghastly? And what if the shiny in question is a Dustox? And with that realization, we now have Curlia!
Just snap a photo and list in minutes. Easy, right? The buyer covers shipping, so there's no cost for you. And with 0 selling fees, you keep everything you earn. Download Vinted and list your first item today.
At Family Fare, we know $1 doesn't go as far as it used to. So come check out
That's a shiny Bidoof! Let's go! At long last. It hasn't been that long. It's 12,000 encounters. That's really not bad. DS numero 1. As per usual, first thing to do is knock out Chansey. Very slowly. I like that it was all Badoo except for the shiny Bidoof. Very good, 10 out of 10. No notes. 1, 2, 3. Nice! Oh! Shiny Badoo! Let's go! I am blasting Paramore right now. Hold on. I was not expecting that. I was over here looking at the counter, thinking to myself, we're going over 10k again. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we found something. I don't even have my headphones on. I don't even have the game audio. I was using different headphones. I have 2 pairs of headphones. I digress. Let's actually catch this thing. First step, kill Chansey. Goodbye, Chansey. We attacked the Bidoof. Goodbye, Bidoof. It was good to see you. 3? Nice. Let's go. What is your name? I'm limited to 5 characters because all of these games are Japanese. I wasn't listening to metal, but I think it would be really funny to just name a Badoo. All caps. Metal. Ooh! Shiny Cascoon! Let's go! That's another one that I don't have yet. Just a little over double odds, which is not bad. Also, let me make sure to add that Dustox in the bottom left. Number 939. What happened to the layout? Hold on. I gotta fix that. What happened there? I'll have to see what I can do about that later. Anyways, shiny Cascoon. So that would evolve into Dustox. Does that count as the target? No. I was not expecting that. I'll be real with you, I was expecting this to be the new largest phase for this hunt. So yeah, 16,848 is not bad at all. Let's go ahead and just use a regular Pokeball. 1. Yeah, no dice. I don't think it's going to be as easy of a catch as the other ones because this is something that's already evolved. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I know you're stubborn. I understand. I would be too. 2, 3. Thank you. That took a hot minute. But that's okay.
Part of me really does want to if I find the shiny Apple Scroopy, to re-nickname it Scroobity Toilet.
Oh no.
Oh wait, that's a shiny Badoo.
What?
Oh no!
Saying Scroobity Toilet brought it in.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh
Funny juice activated, baby.
Also,
man.
in more important news, Dustox number 950.
Let's go.
Wee! What do I name this?
Scroopity Toilet. No.
I only have 5
just name it
characters. Is that?
No.
No, toilet.
Toiled.
Toiled.
That sounds wrong. I will do it.
Toiled in the forest for it.
Toiled. Ooh, shiny Wurmple! Bottom left game is still droughting, but that's okay because this game, which also the layout is broken, I don't know what happened there. This game has a shiny Wurmple on it. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
I'm a proud daughter of public school teachers, and I started a support network for military families like mine. They taught me about service. That's why I'm taking on the corporations raising your costs, because I always remember who I serve.
When ZA released, the hunt took a solid pause, aside from one day in December.
So I'm planning Pokemon Week. How we
No
feeling?
way.
No way.
You just react to everything that comes across the screen. All of it. Every
No way.
Oh my god, you dude! Yes!
No way.
You don't catch it or anything. You just react to it.
Shiny
and then run.
Badoo!
blessing to see it.
Oh
What?
my god! Wait, seriously?
It happened.
He did it again, guys.
I'm so
He's
sorry.
so mean to me.
I'm so sorry.
No way.
You're not sorry. You're not
So
sorry.
scripted. So scripted, bro.
haven't even done an encounter yet.
It's interesting that we can't see the cheating device from this angle.
Yeah, the capture card.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta move the camera real quick. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't kill the Chansey yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Egg bomb incoming.
Oh.
No! Oh,
It takes those. It takes those.
Oh
It
my
takes
god.
those.
Oh my god.
I have never made that mistake before.
Oh
You
wow.
gotta kill that thing right now.
Of getting him a champ, and you're like, "What's this guy here for?"
It's been so long since I got, since I last did this hunt. Should I use a master ball?
Yes.
Yo.
Does this Badoo want to be
Matches.
caught by you though?
Matches.
Does this Badoo want to be caught by you?
Pull a shiny Catherine.
I mean, come on.
I'll use a
It's in the
premier
name.
ball. I'll use a premier
Emperor
ball.
Badu. Come on.
Oh, you make a fair
Emperor
point.
Badu.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe next
I
time.
only got my first Jirachi.
Congratulations.
Let's go!
Yeah.
At this point, we had caught 16 shinies after 117,084 Pokemon seen. But in that many total encounters, we had only found 1,041 Dustox, averaging to about a 0.89% encounter rate. If we were encountering exactly one Dustox every 100 encounters, the total Dustox should be at 1,170. We're missing 129 Dustox, and if this luck continues, that number is only gonna grow. This does not bode well. But thanks to the power of the new year, I felt extra motivated to hunt, and the first few days of the year, I was really lucky. That's a shiny Cascoon! Let's go! My first full odd shiny of the year. And it was on the game with sound. I didn't hear it though. I was too busy looking at it. Observing. An overodds phase, just like the beginning of last year. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! And your name? Wrong number. Wrong number. Wrong number again. Good. What is happening? 2026. Smiley face. And that's not a smiley face. Smiley face. Shiny Boniri! Let's go! Under odds! Oh, that's awesome! This is next to a Ghastly. Thank goodness, quite a few phases into this hunt, I realized, oh, I don't have any moves that can kill Ghastly. I've got just the thing, baby. But first, we need to knock out this Chansey. Also, can I just say, bottom left game is really struggling. Bye, miss you, baby girl. Let's go in with our other number 2. This should be fine. And a knockout. Easy peasy. 2, 3. Let's go! Grass. Your name's Grass. Oh! Shiny Badoo! Let's go! Only a little over odds. We absolutely take this. 3. Let's go! Another phase, obviously. That was phase 19, so we're on to phase 20 after this. Shiny Bidoof! Nice! I was about to call it a day. What the heck? That is very under odds. It is 12:33 in the morning right now. And I was like, I'm gonna go to 4096 so I can get to half odds and then call it quits there. But here we are. Also, bottom left game. What is going on? I'm on a roll so far this year. I'm just, I'm making up for the fact that I'm not gonna be able to shiny hunt a whole lot for the next bit because I have a lot of editing to do. And the game decided to help me out with that because that's, I would say 2 full odds shinies in a day, but technically it's the next day now. This is my first shiny for January 5th. What is your name, sir? I was gonna name you Gentleman, but that will not fit. So your name is Gentle, but without the E at the end. You know how the new year kind of gives you a boost of motivation, but then most of the time that ends up fizzling out by February? Well, I wanted to avoid that. So I came up with a silly idea that would keep the hunt going. Hello, chat! You know what day it is? You know what freaking day it is? It's Dustox Tuesday! It's time! Does Dustox do?
I didn't know you could be like Puerto Rican spots in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want on there.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that.
If you work hard and play by the rules, you deserve a shot at the American dream. I'm Congresswoman Hillary Skolton. I co-founded the Lowering Cost Caucus because everywhere I go, families tell me they're working harder than ever, but still falling behind. It's why I'm fighting to slash the cost of healthcare, fight inflation, eliminate red tape holding back our small businesses. And
Thursday. Much like a Nuzlocke, by giving the hunt a name, I am now even more invested in it. This was my way of forcing myself to hunt more often. And you know what? This worked. This graph of the number of encounters over the course of the last 2 years shows exactly what I mean. And sure, a solid amount of that can be blamed on the crazy shiny luck I had at the very beginning of the year, but that was the typical New Year's resolution boost. Dustox Tuesdays kept me going. And then he was like, instead, how about you present from the back of the room? So that way, the students aren't looking at you. That's not how anxiety works. That's a shiny Badoo! Listen, I know we just got back to the hunt, but I need to point something out here. The game glitched out a little, and this isn't a first. I noticed this shortly after Phase 2 when I was watching the encounter back. So I decided to look for other encounters online to see if this is a normal thing, or if I wasn't eagle-eyed enough to identify a fake cartridge. Turns out this is a normal occurrence. I had just never heard about it because it's such an oddly specific glitch. There are a handful of examples of this online. Some of them are quite minimal, while some add extra limbs. It's honestly really neat. All that rambling aside, let's get back to the encounter. Let's go! 5,920 encounters, and it's next to a Beautifly! Can I name it Angst? It's unrelated to anxiety. I just kind of want to name it Angst. Does that fit? ANGST. I'm not using the Master Ball. I've saved that specifically for Dustox. Let's go! Shiny Hoodoo! Let's go! I thought we were gonna hit 10k. We did not, though I will say, can I just take a moment? Bottom left game, is it okay? Step 1, knock out Chansey. I've messed this up one time, and that's one time too many. Okay, so we have 25 Pokeballs, we have 4 Premier Balls. Why not? And caught. Nice! What am I gonna name you? My first one was named Poffin. And this one can't be named Poffin because that's too long. So your name will be Sour. Maybe, let's keep the stream going until we hit 1500 Dustox scene. This could be like no time at all. It could take forever. Shiny button! Hi! Hello! Wait, it's the bottom left game! It's been over a year since the bottom left game found anything in Eterna Forest. I was sure that we wouldn't find anything today because I didn't even think we were gonna get to half odds today. We did it! My mic was muted that entire time. Am I a little bit pissed that I don't have that reaction? A little, but at least it wasn't Dustox. Oh my gosh, if it was Dustox, I would have cried. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop thinking about that. I didn't like the part where the girl turned green. That freaked me out. And so I didn't want to go. And one time my mom was like, hey, we're gonna go see Monsters vs. Aliens. I didn't even question the fact that we were going again. I was just like, I don't want to. And usually I would always say yes to going and seeing a movie, but I was just like, nope, don't want to see it. So my dad was like, okay, everyone else can go to the movie and we will go pick up some dinner. That's a shiny Wurmple. Long story short, Aliens in the Attic is why my YouTube channel exists. That was so fast. What? Can I just throw a Pokeball? Hold on. I'm just gonna... Let's see. I like doing it like this, where I just throw a regular Pokeball and hope for the best. 3? Let's go! Huge! There he is. And his name is Skip, named after probably my least favorite character from Aliens in the Attic.
Yellow has to be in this column, so the extra blue squares, gone. Blue's got to be right here, so the extra green squares, gone. Green has to be in this column, so the extra red squares, gone. Red has to be in this row, so the extra yellow squares, gone. Purple only fits in this column. Purple's got to be the cat. Anything else in that column, gone. Easy, right? Now you try.
Download now.
Like, I don't know. Oh, shiny Baniri! Hello! Just as I was saying, we haven't gotten a shiny since making it so the Dustox moves. Here we are. Let's go ahead and catch this. Let's go full health, regular Pokeball. That's a very rabbit-shaped shiny Dustox. Yeah. Close enough, right? Oh, easy! Ooh, shiny! Let's go! Dude, I didn't even say what it was. My brain was so empty. I was over here thinking to myself, okay, at 15,084 encounters, we will have officially reached 200,000 total encounters for Dustox. Surely nothing will shine yet, right? No. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! They didn't want to see Smeargle. Dustox Tuesday had me so much more invested in this hunt than ever before. But that being said, I still took a break from the Dustox. Sort of. When this hunt started, I found out that there is an official shiny Dustox figurine. These Bandai figures have existed for years, and there are some shiny variations as well. A handful of them are related to the anime or movies, like this shiny Zygarde and this shiny Celebi. But many shiny figures could only be won in sweepstakes in Japan. A very small number of Pokemon actually have shiny figurines, but it just so happens that Dustox made the cut, and Dustox isn't a very popular Pokemon, so I was able to get one for about 25 bucks online. Seeing as I got it from Japan, it seemed fitting that I bring my shiny Dustox along with me for my first trip there. I had originally planned on going in November, but when a Hatsune Miku and Pokemon collab known as Project Voltage announced a live concert in March, I figured it wouldn't hurt to at least try to get tickets. After all, going to a Miku concert in Japan was on my bucket list. Though I gotta ask, is it okay to pet a flamingo? Why is this here? I had a lot of things to do and places to go on this trip, and I planned on bringing my Dustox along for everything. So here's a little bit of the experience. I've wanted to go to Japan for a very long time. Unsurprising as a Pokemon fan, I know. Of course, my interests have broadened over time, but I still wanted to fulfill my childhood dream of going to the Pokemon centers there, so I explored quite a few locations. The Tokyo Bay one was my favorite theming-wise, with these adorable statues of Ampharos, Meryl, and Pikachu, but when it comes to the features of each Pokemon center, the Shibuya one is a clear winner to me for just one. Reason, you can make your own t-shirt. So I made this Wooper shirt, which uses the exact same Wooper image as the earrings I got there as well. And then later I came back and made a shiny Wooper shirt. I also tried to get a Dustox plush while I was exploring, but I could only find Wurmple and Cascoon. Funny that the 3 shinies I couldn't find in-game are also the Pokemon I couldn't find in stores. Then came the Pokemon Cafe. It was a lot of fun. The sweets were delicious as well, and while I was waiting in line, I actually got a shiny roaming Uxie in Pokemon Go. A few days later, I got to visit the recently opened Pokepark Kanto. We got there bright and early, so much so that I was one of the first dozen people to go into the forest. Going down memory lane, literally walking through Route 1, was such a full circle moment. The first Pokemon game I ever played was Fire Red, so it felt like going on my first Pokemon journey all over again. Past that area, there were tons of Pikachu and Eevee, a few Shinx, a whole area dedicated to Bidoof. I am in love. And basically my feelings on this whole experience can be summed up with the one thing I could not stop saying.
That's so freaking cute! That's so cute! They're so cute! I keep saying everything's so cute, but it's true.
I experienced everything I possibly could while I was there. I sadly missed out on the Pokemon Center because the line was so long, but this really was an all-day adventure. It felt so nice to hang out with my friends in a dedicated world of Pokemon. And at last, the reason I was on this trip, Project Voltage. I've been a Hatsune Miku fan almost as long as I've been a Pokemon fan. When I went to Miku Expo 2024 not knowing the set, I bawled my eyes out when they started playing Unknown Mother Goose. That is my favorite Vocaloid song ever. I had a blast. Knowing that that was considered a relatively lackluster show only made my excitement for a concert in Japan even higher. The sense of community is so overwhelming. It's unreal sitting in this arena surrounded by people who love Pokemon and who love Vocaloid. The show was incredible. I really have no words to describe it. I am just so happy I could go. After this, I took the Shinkansen to Kyoto for a brief trip to the Nintendo Museum and the absolute highlight of my entire trip, Nara Park. I love deer for so many reasons. When I was little, I lived in an area where we didn't see deer all that often, so they felt like a mythical creature that we were just lucky to see. But later, I ended up living in an area where I got to see deer pretty frequently, just at a distance. And my dog Finn absolutely adored them. I think of him whenever I see deer. I find them comforting, and now here I was, surrounded by them. It's hard to explain how I felt. I'm a little scared of animals up close, and yet this was a very soothing experience.
Hi. Don't go attacking me or anything.
Most of my trip was for nerdy reasons, sure, but Nara Park was the absolute highlight. The nerdy stuff was fun, but going exploring with friends, taking the bullet train together, and being out in nature was really something special. And while I spent very little time shiny hunting, a little shiny Dustox was with me the whole time.
Walmart Express delivery. As fast as 1 hour? Arguably the fastest delivery of the 7 seas. This just in. Local man gets hot dogs delivered in 1 hour. Express delivery!
My man, how about we just stick to the script?
Yeah, my bad. 1 hour.
As soon as I returned home from Japan, I was back to hunting. But something clicked with me. 200,000 encounters, most of which were done within a year and a half. So it would probably take another 4.5 years to get to odds. And getting there doesn't guarantee anything. It took me 299 Dunsparce to get a 1% 3 segment. What if this takes just as long? Even if that doesn't happen, if I were to get Dustox exactly at odds, wouldn't we already be in 2030 at this pace? I've been working on so many different hunts. What would happen if I focus on just one? If I were to do 8,192 encounters every single day for 100 days straight, I'd surpass 1 million encounters before 2027. Is this insane? I know this hunt is already overkill, but this isn't about the rarity at all. A lot of things I had as a kid are gone. Stolen, thrown out, reluctantly left behind, and so is this. But now that I shiny hunt, I can get it back, right? Except it's not that simple. There are so many things we don't know about this Dustox. The nature, IVs, the day I got it, the game's trainer ID, all that info is gone. It would be a miracle if a Pokemon from that save file somehow slipped through the cracks, and even then, what would I do with that? It's not gonna magically hand me the Pokemon that I deleted over a decade ago. Once a save file is erased, it is gone. and there is nothing we can do about it. So in cases like this, it's typically best to move on, but in case it isn't stupidly clear, I am stubborn. I know I can't get it back, but I can at least do something that little me didn't do. Find the Dustox, see the sparkles, and keep it. I'm incredibly sentimental, and if this means something to me, I'm going to act on it.
Catherine, it's pixels on a screen.
Yeah, I know. I was going through an internal debate of sorts for how to go about this, because obviously I don't want to spend my whole life chasing one shiny. So I just had to come to terms with this being a long-term hunt that I'll chip away at from time to time. To be fair, Dustox Tuesday was made so I would at least make some progress each week, be it 100 or 10,000 encounters. Regardless of the pace, the hunt continued. Oh, it was Explode! That was Explode. Dang. Wait, what does Cradley sound like? Okay. Well... It just didn't sound very... Oh! Hello! Well, I know that cry. I didn't actually hear it because it wasn't on that game. But that's a shiny Baneri. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Ooh! Shiny Badoo! Let's go! Dude, that's so under odds. What? 1, 2, 3. Nice! Let's go! Ooh! Shiny Wurmple! Let's go! It was on the top left game. I heard the sparkles this blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. Guys, I have been sick for a couple days. I'm in shambles. My voice is maybe a little quieter, a little iffy, but I don't care. What I do care about is Wurmple. Hello, Wurmple. Another under odds phase. So, problem. I'm a believer in the Great Equalizer. The phase that evens out the average amount of encounters per phase to 8192. Which, with so many under odds phases, that over odds phase, the eventual Great Equalizer, it's over 30,000 now. I don't even know how much higher it's gotten from this, but it's over 30k. The longest phase I've had in this entire hunt was 23,832. Very satisfying number. I don't want anything higher than that. Inevitably, it's gonna happen. But for now, let's just get this Wurmple. 3? Nice! I'm naming you Sick and you know exactly why. Okay, it really wants R. So your name is actually... Rick. Shiny Wurmple? What? Another one? There's something about being sick that gives me all of the shiny luck. And I don't know why. 2 Wurmple, especially, what? Wurmple has a pretty low encounter rate. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! No! Shiny Dustox! Are you kidding me? No. Are you serious? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Chat. So, I wasn't gonna stream this was very impromptu. For reasons, I'm shaking so hard. Are you kidding me? Happy Dustox Tuesday, I guess. You know, there's a time zone out there where it is Tuesday today. I'm gonna cry. I don't know how to feel. This is so under odds. Bye, Chansey. Okay, you do your thing, Dustox. You do your thing. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. Yesterday, just offline, I was talking about how if I do 8,192 encounters every day for like a year, I'll get well over odds. I don't need to do that. Does the gender match the original one? I don't, from what I recall, no. That is okay. That is okay. I just, that's so lucky. That is so freaking lucky. I just gotta go in with the Master Ball right off the bat. I'm gonna cry. I was ready for this I was like, you know what? I'm just hoping that maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get it before Gen 10. Oh my gosh. I have had so much time to think of a name for this. But I'm indecisive between two. And this one's kind of silly because I've used it for many shinies at this point. The name that I had in mind is Eden. We didn't get Beautifly. We didn't get Ghastly. There are so many Pokemon we have not gotten. And I might still have to go for those. Not Beautifly though. If you catch me looking for Beautifly, oh, then I'm unwell in the head. So oh my gosh. What even is today? What even is today? I wasn't gonna stream today because I'm still a little under the weather. That was so incredibly under odds. I'm at maybe like 220,000 encounters. How many Dustox? 2065. This is 2066. Oh my gosh. Regular Shinx. You're kidding. What the heck? Heckin' dang it. Okay, it's fine. I got it back. Well over a decade ago, I lost a shiny Dustox. If it weren't for losing it, I would have never found Eden. Welcome home. The days after Dustox shined, I was kinda baffled. This was so under odds. And honestly, I was a little sad to see the hunt end so soon. There were so many things I still wanted to do on this journey. So, why not do them? Dustox Tuesday Celebration Edition took place every Tuesday from April 21st to May 24th. The only rules were that you had to either hunt in Eterna Forest or hunt for the Wurmple line. And even then, I let things slide a little. I don't want to be on Arceus' bad side, what can I say? So many people participated in all sorts of games and at all sorts of odds. It was amazing to see so many people celebrating the end of the hunt by starting their own. Lots of shinies were found, and I, of course, was hunting as well. Oh! Okay! Dude, I was on my couch. I've got the biggest headache in the world right now. And that's a shiny Silcoon.
I'm so torn right now whether... Because the last couple games I've gotten the charm, like, basically right away. But honestly, I don't know
Shiny
if I
Badoo.
want to get the charm. Oh!
Hey!
I looked away for a second. I was like, wait a sec. Aside from the hunting, there were a couple other activities we did on stream, and I'll let them speak for themselves. Worm is evolving. Is that Silcoon? I think that's Silcoon. It's Silcoon! That's another Silcoon! That's another Silcoon! Silcoon number 2! Will it be a Silcoon or a Cascoon? Are we gonna go 3 for 3 on Silcoon? That would be crazy. Let's see if it's 3 for 3. That is not! That's Cascoon! Jerry is a Cascoon! Will it be Silcoon? Will it be Cascoon? My guess, I'm guessing Silcoon. I think it's gonna be Silcoon number 3. But let's see. No, that's Cascoon. Cascoon number 2! Will it be Silcoon or Cascoon? Oh, we know what it is. We know what it is. That right there is Silcoon. Now, what will this one be? Will it be perfectly even? Will it be another Silcoon that just throws it off? Let's do this. It's Silcoon! It's Silcoon! 4 Silcoon, 2 Cascoon. There's a 50% chance Eden has a personality ID that on a Wurmple would result in a Silcoon. Are we about to do like...
Okay, so what's the deal with Wurmple? That's my party hat Wurmple. Ignore it. He's not relevant to the presentation. He can't evolve. So Wurmple is the only Pokemon that has a truly random branched evolution. You can see there's all sorts of branched evolutions. Wurmple is the only one where you don't know what you're getting before you get it. And it's also the only one to have 2 branched evolutions that then also evolve themselves.
Why is Shaman there?
Oh, Shaman is just an example of a single stage.
Okay, I got you.
So every Pokemon starting in Generation 3 has a bit of data known as their personality value. And that's responsible for a bunch of random stuff. It determines their gender, their nature, their ability, their shininess. What it actually determines between each generation changes, but here in Gen 3 and 4, it's just the PID. In Generation 6, they added the encryption constant, which does a very similar job. So here we have what a PID looks like. It's 32 bits that are either 0 or 1, and you do some math on it to determine what you want out of your random attribute. This random stuff does not correlate with gender or nature or ability. So there's no way, some people will be like, oh, if you have a female Wurmple, it'll always be Beautifly. Not true. So we've got some of the things here. For the Wurmple evolution, you take those first 16 bits. For the nature, you take the entire thing. The gender is just those last 8 bits, and then the ability is just the last one. It's either 0 or it's 1. And that percent sign means you divide that number and then take the remainder. So for example, if you did 10 modulo 3, you would get 1 because you divide by 3 and then there's 1 left over. Here's a random PID for demonstration purposes. So we're going to take the first 16 bits and we're going to turn them into a number that ranges from 0 to 65,535. So we've got these 16 bits, we convert them to decimal, it's 35,125. We take the last digit, which is 5, and if this last digit is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, it will become a silcoon, and if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, it will become a cascoon. The deception of wild silcooning.
That was a beautiful transition.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah, can you believe computers could just do that in 2007? So wild silcoon and cascoon just have completely random PIDs. And their PID can be one that if you had that PID on a wormpole, you would have gotten the opposite evolution. And this later applies to wild Beautifly and Dustox that can be found starting in Gen 4. So for example here, we have youngster Rudy. His cascoon has a PID that should have evolved into a silcoon, but he could have caught it in Petalburg Woods. So don't call the police on him just yet. We can judge him for having a level 98 cascoon though.
Yeah, what?
Also, they wrote Poison Barb under the moves instead of Poison Sting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe we should be calling the authorities on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. On to Eden. Eden was encountered as a wild Dustox, meaning he could have any PID. So now we will analyze his PID and see what he should have been as a wormpole.
Oh.
Also, here's Pokemon breeder Wilson. His whole deal is beyond what we're talking about today, but they did write Poison Barb as a move again.
I love this trend.
To be fair, it does sound like it would be a move.
You'd think.
What?
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Where'd all the transitions go?
No.
We live behind the curtains.
Oh no!
I don't know why PowerPoint did that. PowerPoint
We got spoiled. Oh
My Dustox?
That video is, I made that when you got that rotating platform back at the beginning of the hunt. And I've just had it on my hard drive. So Eden has this PID. And if we take the binary, it looks like that. So taking the first 16 bits, we get that. And if we take the last digit, we get a remainder of 4. And now we can go to the next slide, PowerPoint.
Service. It's at the heart of who we are as a community. I'm Congresswoman Hillary Skolton.
That is crazy.
Huge.
Would have seen this coming. Yep, if you caught this as a wormpole and evolved it, it would have been a silcoon.
That's crazy.
I love the Pokemon Ranch font.
Yeah.
A silcoon and Dustox clothing.
That's so cool.
Yippee.
What the heck? And
Clappy's,
thank you for making that
Clappy's all
toast.
around. Clappy's all around.
Man,
thank you for coming to my
Catherine,
TED Talk.
I guess you gotta catch another one now, because that's actually a beautiful ad. I hate to tell you this.
Dude, I got both of my targets then. I got both the 1%. That's cool.
Oh, true.
True. That's true.
Colorful. Okay. I can do that. Balloon. 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 And a pretty blue bow. Do you think it'll be good enough? Terrifying Dustox. Where did one of the balloons go? What? What? I had that in the bag. Oh, that's stupid. They stole one of my balloons. This is sabotage. I don't feel good about this. They popped one of my balloons. Someone is sabotaging. Where is my green balloon? That's downright evil. Jordan. How did I go for Jordan? I'm supposed to go for Kira. Kira's my girl. No one go for Jordan. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't go for Kira then. Okay, really good thing we didn't go for Kira. Really good thing we did go for Kira. Wow. Okay. Cool. Speaking of cool, time to use this. Hi, Kira. Oh, dude, we are so back. We are so back. We are so back. Oh, watch me just absolutely sweep. That's insane. That's insane. They all went for Kira, and then they all went for Dexter. Do you think it's Jordan's turn? I don't think so. I was right. I was right! I was right! Hold on. Put Pokemon contests in competitive, I'm in. They were all gonna go for Kira again. What? What? What is going on? Absolutely magnificent. Listen, we didn't get the most points on that turn, but that was incredible. That was amazing. That was immaculate. That was the most perfect contest I have ever seen in my life. Eden, you are so cute. Well, that's that. Dustox Tuesday was a blast, and the hunt that I thought wouldn't be complete for a couple more years has officially come to a close. This really truly is the end of an era. Is this a bad time to say that my second shiny was also a fail?